In a new world of video conferencing interactions, each person regains their personal space in clever ways that can improve on traditional in-person space interactions. In this world, private conversations can be quickly initiated by dragging your tile to the tile of the person you'd like to talk to. Instantly, your sonic environment shifts to focus on just you two, also reducing any other sounds. The more your tile overlaps the other person's tile, the more private your conversation becomes.
It's like leaning in to whisper in someone's ear. If you drag to maximum privacy, you see a privacy line surround your icons, showing that no outsiders can hear you, nor can you hear them.
Plus, now if a third person drags their tile in, you'll have a larger private conversation that would be otherwise much harder to do in real space. If you ever find the closeness of another person invading your space, you can drag them away from you and cancel private acoustics as the woman does here. Then, any later attempts to drag back to you automatically bounces them away, effortlessly protecting your personal space unless you drag them back to you to cancel that protection. Here, the man attempting to return is bounced off. It's a unique stalker blocker.
In this new world, everyone has a sacrosanct zone of personal privacy.
Everyone has an equal right to privacy.
Now let's see how a classroom benefits from this new world. Miss Clark is teaching arithmetic and Tommy and Sarah are 2 of her 5 students. They both trust Miss Clark. Sarah has missed 2 previous classes and she is worried and embarrassed that she might not catch up.
So if fractions are the numerator divided by the denominator...
I'm so worried I won't be able to follow today's lesson, Miss Clark, because I missed last week's lesson on division.
You will do fine. Today, we are just looking at drawings of fractions and getting a sense of how various big and little fractions look. Judy was asking a question that makes sense to her, but Judy's question doesn't have to make sense to you.
You mean I don't have to know division yet?
That's right. You can learn that later after I help you.
Can we meet after this lesson?
Of course.
Sarah starts to drag her tile off of Miss Clark's tile to end their private conversation. Once Sarah is almost back to her usual place, the privacy zone lines vanish.
Miss Clark wants to know why Tommy wanted to talk to her. Miss Clark drags her tile to Tommy's to investigate, and this cancels her previous automatic keep away, which bounced him away earlier. Once she overlaps more than 1/3 of his tile, a new privacy zone is created around just the 2 of them.
I need to leave right now for a doctor's appointment.
All right, Tommy.
Bye.
Now Tommy's tile vanishes because he's left the video conference. Miss Clark is going to use a classroom and workshop feature to create semi-private spaces inside the video conference.
Miss Clark pulls down the gear button to show the sound barrier tool. Selecting the sound barrier pull-down option causes a new sound barrier to appear in the video conference.
Now, class, we are going to break into study groups where you each take turns asking each other questions. Sarah and Sean, you will be in a group working with questions in the back of Chapter 3. Judy and Jerry, you will be in a group working with questions in the back of Chapter 4.
She drags her tile around to check up on them, faster than walking around a classroom. What does she hear?
I'd like to read the questions to you first.
Okay, what page are they on?
63.
I'm really curious about dividing fractions upside down. Wouldn't that be a cool way to cancel them out?
Me not so much. Let's just do what Mrs. Clark asks us to do.
Judy, I'd love to answer your question. Yes, it is useful to divide fractions as you proposed. Tonight, I can send you an email on a couple of ways.
If this setup needs to be continued in another video conference meeting, Miss Clark can save the setup for that future meeting by clicking on the gear button and selecting Save Venue.
Later in a new meeting, Miss Clark can select Restore Venue, which returns her to her saved position in the venue, with outlines for the students in their saved positions.
Here, Jerry has just joined and he appears in his saved position.
When then others join, they too will appear in their saved positions.